Hey love, I'm K Marie and welcome to my channel, Conversations with K Marie. On this channel, I will be sharing what it's like to be a single and childless woman. I'm going to share my ebbs and flows, my highs and lows, and what it's like being without husband and without children. It hasn't always been easy, but I'll tell you, I have found joy and contentment in the life that God has given me, and I want to help you find it too. Do you want to take this journey with me? I hope you do. This channel is dedicated toward the single and childless. I want to build community for us. I also want to help you find ways to find joy and contentment in the life that you have. Lastly, I want to build awareness to our loved ones. I want them to understand how we fare in this world full of families. If this channel sounds like something you will be interested in listening to, I want you to like, subscribe, hit that notification bell, and share this with someone that you know. And remember, anybody you know can benefit from this channel. Everybody knows somebody that's single or childless, right? Okay, don't forget, hit that like button. My plan is to come on here to share with you weekly. Well, that was my plan. I'm finding that it's kind of hard doing all the social media platforms that I'm doing and doing this YouTube video, 20 or so minute YouTube video weekly. So I'm going to make a promise to you that I will upload twice a month or every other week. If I have time to share more, I will. And that's where, if you hit that notification, if I upload even soon, you'll get that notification. When I began to create this video last week, God stopped me in my tracks and he said, "No, I need you to tell them how you healed." I said, "Okay, Lord." He said, "You know, what I was doing and what I had been told by several people is don't get on there and bleed. Give people ways to heal. Don't just bleed all over them. Share with them, your stories, and then show them how to heal." So I was really trying to do that, have a nice balance. And even though I was doing that, something in my heart was saying, And so last week when I was working on the video upload, and God stopped me, he's like, "No, tell them how you healed." So that's what I'm doing. I went back to the drawing board and I began to write it up and I began to video. But I noticed I had missed some things. So I was like, I can't do this. I gotta wait. I don't want to rush this. So what I'm saying to you now is that my plan, because I've been doing a lot of stuff with social media. I'm on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, and I'm uploading videos almost daily. It's hard to manage it all. So in doing the YouTube video, I wasn't able to do it last week. So I want to say that I'm sorry, and I promise to upload on YouTube bi-weekly. If I'm able to do it more often, I will. So that means if you hit the notification and I upload sooner, you'll know. Okay, so I hope that you'll hit the notification, like and hit the notification. It's been hard to find a happy medium in creating these videos. I needed to have a balance between sharing what's been really, really difficult for me and in giving you hope. Like when I was down, I was down. And so when I share that part of me, when I was really, really down, for some of us, it's going to hit really hard because we can identify with it. And so this video might hit a little hard. And I think God wants me to hit you a little bit harder than I have been. He doesn't want me scratching the surface anymore. He wants me to help you, really, really help you to heal. I want to highlight that since I was a little girl, I wanted to be a wife and a mother. And it didn't happen. Imagine what it's like to have a dream, a hope, and a plan that you have no control over. People will say all day, manifest, right? You can manifest anything. Put your mind on it. You can get what you want. I can't make a man and I can't make a baby. And so those things did not happen for me. And as I aged, I kept saying to myself, when? Or is it going to happen? Like, why isn't it happening? And I had no control. All I had was prayer and hope. And it was not happening for me. And there were points in my life that I was just so down and out, so like depressed. It's hard for me to explain it. But I know some of you who deal with the same feeling, you can identify, you understand, right? I remember times that I would cry myself to sleep about both of these things. What I want you to hear is this. And my singles and childless, you probably know this. Others probably don't. I want to take you through a walk in my day and share with you the times in which I think about the mate or the child. Imagine being single and childless and aging, right? And you see friends, family members who have those things that you want all around you. Imagine being by yourself, walking down the street, seeing a couple and wishing, holding hands and wishing you had your mate and you were holding hands walking down the street. Imagine seeing them hug and kiss and wishing that you had that, but you don't. Imagine driving in your car, wishing that significant other was in that passenger seat next to you or in the driver's seat driving you, but they're not there. Imagine going shopping at the mall, passing the men's stores, wishing you can go in there and buy your husband a shirt, a tie, or an outfit. Imagine you're sick and you can't get up, or you feel like you can't get up, you're so sick, and you have to. But imagine you have to get up to go get your medicine or your juice or you'll fix your food. And imagine wishing you had somebody that you could say, "Hun, can you bring me the Tylenol?" But no one's there to do it. You have to do it for yourself. Imagine cooking dinner and fixing one plate and sitting down to eat by yourself. Then imagine doing that and wishing you could fix 2 plates or 3 or 4 because you had children. Imagine serving your dad, which I used to do all the time, with honor. But imagine doing that and wishing you could do that for your husband. Imagine living your life from 20-something where you could be married, right, to 30, to 40s, to 50s. And none of those things happened. Imagine being like me. I've dated, not a whole lot. Imagine not really having a boyfriend for lots and lots of years. Nobody that checks for you and looks out for you. You do pretty much everything on your own. Wishing you had help. I thank God He gave me a dad that lived long and strong, a brother, nephews. I have 2 nephews. I thank God for them. But I still wanted my own man. There are those of us who are single and don't really care one way or the other. And there are those of us who do. But imagine those who do that have a temperament that, like, they're very sentimental. They hurt over just the smallest things. They cry over the littlest things. Imagine having that kind of temperament and disposition and not getting those things you've always dreamed of. Imagine. It's a scripture in the Bible. I don't know where it is exactly, but it says, "A hope deferred makes the heart sick." That's real. You have a hope that's deferred. So you're sick. Your heart is sick. Imagine living with that pain and not being able to just let it go. Imagine having these feelings and not feeling comfortable or courageous enough to tell your friends and family how you really feel. How you hurt when you see a pregnant lady walking down the street, when you see a new baby born, when you see a couple getting married or a couple getting engaged. Imagine not being able to share your truth and how you bottle that up inside, hold it, because you're feeling they don't care and they can't do anything about it. Imagine. So I tend to think about this a lot. And when I see singles or who appears to be single and or childless, I always wonder how they feel. And often we get in conversations and I may just ask. I have several friends who are single and childless, and I've had conversations with them about this. We've shared our grief, right? And I had a meeting one time. It was like 4 of us. And I wanted to build this community, right? And I wanted us to support each other in the ways that we needed, right? And during this conversation, by the end of the evening, each woman said in so many words, I'm good. I'm just going to wait on God. But I know, because I've had conversations with each of them separately, that they have feelings about being single and childless. And so I walked away from that. Well, they left, and that night I thought about it, and I said, why weren't these people honest? They were always honest with me, but in this group they weren't. And it was a small, intimate group. I couldn't get it, and I want us to help each other, right? And what I realized is people don't want to share their grief with other people. They don't want to be open and honest like that in group settings. And there are more people who just don't do it at all with their friends and family. So as I've aged and gone through all the things that I've gone through, I've said to myself, are you going to still hold this in? No. So I tell my friends and my family, they know exactly how I feel. Even more so now that I'm talking about it on social media. I don't know if they thought I was crazy or not, but I can't hold this in anymore. I have to shed the light on it. Shine the light on it. You know that song? Shine the light on it. Oh, shine a light on it. I have to shine the light on it. So those of you who are like me or were like me, because I was there, I'm not in the same place anymore. I want you to know I am you and you are me. I was there. I know the feeling. Maybe not to the extreme degree, but extreme enough. And I know that God allowed me to go through what I went through because he knew I would talk about it. I had a friend the other day call me and she said, I saw your video, someone showed it to me, and we both cried on the phone. She was like, I admire your courage. She said, I could never do that. And I said, I can't hold it in anymore. I see too many single and childless women hurting silently, grieving silently, and I have to talk about it. What God told me last week when I was going to do that upload, he was like, tell them how. And so I'm here to tell you how I was able to heal. It was unequivocally God. God did it. Let me share with you how. Let me share with you how God did it. So when I was at my lowest and I didn't know how I was going to get out of it, and I was so tired of feeling bad and depressed, I went to God differently than I had been going in the past. I went to God and I said, God, I don't want to feel this anymore. I can't take it anymore. This is too much. God, you got to help me. Like I went in like that. And I remember now thinking back, before I didn't go in that manner. I went like, God, please help me. I can't take it. Like a pity. But at that point, that latter point, I was going in, and I was for real. I was so sick and tired of hurting and having that pain. I was like, God, you got to help me. I knew I wanted to release it. And that's when God began to help me. And so let me share with you what happened. So something really devastating happened to me. I'm not going to share all of what happened here. It'll be on another video, but I'm also writing a book about it. So I loved someone, and I thought we would marry. He actually asked me to marry him. It was unofficial. I didn't get a ring, but he said, Karen, let's get married. I can't see my life without you, right? And then he left and went, found someone else. That thing devastated me. I hurt so bad. I thought I was going to die. I mean, I was depressed, but like the pain was so hard. Like I felt it in my chest, and not in my chest. You could touch my chest right here and it hurt. Like the skin right there hurt. That thing they talk about heartache, I had it. My heart was aching to the point where you could feel it right here was aching. It was bad. And I was like, I cannot feel like this. I can't continue feeling like this. No. I need to get over this. I don't want to love him. I don't want to care about what happened. No. And so when I started to write the book, I was very reflective. So I was thinking about everything that happened, how the relationship went, and I was digging deep. And I was like, God, why do I feel this pain? Why? Why do I feel so bad? And what God began to reveal to me, and this is why I'm asking you to talk to God about your healing process. What God began to reveal to me is that I had prior hurt, trauma, and things that happened in my life that caused me to have the grief that I had. That's why the pain was as intense as it was. It was because I went through some stuff. So I would agree that some of you who are in a lot of pain, you've gone through some stuff. You've experienced some trauma. That is why. So I'm encouraging you to ask God, God, why do I hurt so bad? Why do I feel like I'm depressed? Like, why? I'm telling you, he'll begin to reveal it to you. I promise you. After that, I began therapy. Didn't really want to have therapy. Didn't really think I needed it in the past. But when I started going through this stuff, I said, I need some help. I need a professional that's been trained and they understand the human mind. And I sought therapy. And in therapy, I started to see myself for myself. I began to make better decisions and take ownership of who I was and took care of me. So with God, prayer, because I prayed to God. So God and prayer. Therapy and self-reflection, because therapy will help you to self-reflect. With therapy and self-reflection, I began to see what was happening. I don't want you to continue to suffer in silence. If you don't feel comfortable telling a family member, I hope that you will, and I hope that they will understand and love you in ways that you need to be loved. Share this video with them. Share my channel. Hopefully they'll get an understanding of what it's like and have more empathy. I want you to heal. I want to help you on this journey to your full and complete healing. And maybe you won't be fully and completely healed. I hope that you are. And sometimes I know that I'm not fully healed. I'm healed, but there are moments where I still grieve it. I'm like, oh man. But I don't stay there. That's why I say I'm healed. And I want you to get there. And the only way to get there is those 2 tips. 1, God. Praying and asking God to reveal to you what happened to you to cause this type of grief. Why are you holding on to the pain that you feel? 2, therapy. Therapy will help you self-reflect and figure out what it is about you that you can't manage well. And it'll help you to take ownership of who you are, to build your self-esteem, and to really only allow certain things to happen in your life that serve you. So know that I am you and you are me. And if you're not willing to tell your story, tell what it's like to feel grief because of being single and childless, I'll tell it. I'll tell it for you. I know that God has charged me with this. I've been praying and seeking God about what my purpose is. And at 52, well, I kind of knew about a year ago. At 52, he told me was to share my life as a single childless woman and what it's like. Help my people heal. And that's what I'm here for. I'm here to help support you in your healing. But I want you to know, not any tip. I could tell you I started riding my bike. It helped me feel good. I began running. That helped me feel good. I learned how to sew and crochet. That helped me feel good. I traveled. But none of those things healed me. None of those things healed me. It only scratched the surface. It was God. God healed me. God is a healer. God can do all things but fail. The word says that. He will not fail you. If you are grieving, being single and childless, trust God with that. Okay? I am here to support you and encourage you. And I'm here to help you and give some tips and ways as well. I want to build that community with you. But if your story is anything like mine, that you were in a place of grief and it was hard for you to get out of, I want you to trust God and talk to God and seek therapy. I probably said that 3 times. It's important. If you want, you can inbox me, send me a message at iamkmarie7@gmail.com. Please share your story with me, or just send me a quick message how you feel about this video. Also, feel free to comment below, share your thoughts, what resonates with you, if there's any part of this that you identify with. And lastly, you can follow me on my social media platforms. I'm on TikTok. One of those videos went viral. Crazy. This is crazy. Anyway, TikTok, Instagram, and Facebook. I'm opening a Twitter account, but I'm not sure how to use it yet. Know that I see you. I care about you. I love you. I am here for you. You are beautiful. You are the apple of God's eye. And you can heal. You can do the work and heal. Your healing is on the horizon, just waiting for you. Can you see it? I see it. Even if you can't see it right now, I see it for you. I don't want you to stay there. I want you to heal. Know that you're healing. When you're healed, that weight will be lifted off of you. Girl, baby, do you know you carry that weight on you? You don't even realize it. It comes out in your countenance and your speech. Imagine how much more beautiful you will be, how much more attractive you are to your potential husband when that stuff is off of you. Imagine. Let's get there. and let's get there together. Can we make a promise to one another to do the work? Okay, love, that is all. I hope that you have liked this video and subscribed to my channel. I hope I said something that resonates with you and you feel like you want to share it with someone to let them know how you feel through my testimony. And I hope you'll come back bi-weekly to hear what I have to share. And if you hit that notification and I share sooner, you'll get that too. Also, follow me on my other social media platforms. So I hope you have a good day, good night. I don't know what time you're watching this, but remember, when you're feeling down, that moment is not going to be every moment. It will pass. The sun will set on that thing. And the next day, the sun will rise again. A bright new day with beautiful possibilities for you. Let's do that work together so that we can get there. Okay. I wish you well, and I will see you soon. Bye, love.